Wow, ¿ya tienes el nuevo iPhone 14 Pro? ¿Cómo lo conseguiste?
¿En AT&T?
Ah, así que tienes palancas.
No, en AT&T las mejores ofertas en cada smartphone son para todos.
¿Para todos los que conocen al manager de la tienda?
¿Que no?
Pregunta cómo clientes nuevos y existentes pueden obtener el increíble iPhone 14 Pro con hasta $800 de descuento con intercambio elegible. Las ofertas varían según el dispositivo. Pueden aplicar términos y condiciones. Visita tt.com/es o una tienda de AT&T para más detalles.
God! This man's screaming to the microphone again. What the actual frick? I don't know. I'm always yelling into the microphone for some reason. Hello, and welcome to the stream. Yeah, so we're gonna get right into this, but before we can start actually doing the episode, there's a few things that I usually do for this intro. Well, first off, my name is Johnny. I go by as Montage Man 1, Montage _ Man 1, either or. You can find me online both ways, and you will probably come upon some of my pages, you know, like the card co link or stuff like that. But I do have a way. Check her out. Let me see if that link works. Yes, check out the link to find my social media and more. Check her out because that's where you can find all my stuff when it comes to my social media and stuff like that. So information's right there. Pardon me. That is another brap. I actually brapped while we were doing the intro, but you guys didn't hear me, so that's good. Second off, if you guys like the music that you're listening to throughout the intro, that was actually created by Dr. Witch Doctor. His information's all right there in the Twitch chat. You can find all that music on his SoundCloud and his Bandcamp. And if you'd also like to check out streams, he also does stream off of Twitch, and that's both music producing, which are actually some of the songs that you're listening to right now. He did that off of Twitch, and as well as playing games, he does that as well. Check him out. His information's right there. And as well as I have another buddy who actually does music producing as well. His name is Tom, but he goes by as Crazy Goji. His music's right there, very similar to Doc's music, so please check them both out. It would actually make their days if you check out their music, and you know, definitely contact them for any business inquiries. So yeah, definitely do that. Second off, I got a couple of podcast series for you guys to listen to. First off, listen to Barricade Up the Door. Yeah, this episode that we're actually going to do, this series, check it out. It's entertainment news podcast series where I'm usually reading articles online, and you know, we're conversating, and you know, you guys listening to me talk about some of these articles. And the second series that I would like to mention is called Guess So Anyways, which is hosted by Mike and Dave, which are talking about everything of anything, but while they're doing so, they are trying cheeses, different types of cheeses, very funky ones to very delicious cheeses. So if you would like to check out those podcast series, check them out on anchor.fm, brought to you by Spotify. And the last thing before we actually get into this episode is support your favorite content creators. Doesn't matter what they do, any shape, way, or form of it. Definitely support them, either big or small. Please always support your content creators because they're always putting work into what they're doing and trying to make, you know, something big out of it. So always do it. That's why I'm always plugging in the music, which is done by my friends, and as well as the podcast series. Support everybody. Support their content. So how about we get into this wonderful episode, this brand new episode, because I got quite a few articles. So we're gonna go into it in 3, 2. Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Barricade Up the Door. My name is Johnny Hernandez. I am your host for tonight, where this is recorded directly from twitch.tv/montage_man1 on October 30th, 2022. This title episode is Warner Brothers Discovery latest cuts Malcom in the Middle REBOOT Sonic Prime teaser. That is right. So we have quite a few articles that I would like to talk to you guys on this wonderful episode. Once again, recorded directly live from twitch.tv/montage_man1, where you can check out my streams and etc. Hello, Dap. I'm glad to see you're in here. I gotta do a big shout out for my buddy Dap, because Dap is amazing. So check out Dap Shosh. I actually hope this takes it to the right link. Let's just make sure. It does. Awesome. Cool. Alright. Like I said, this is recorded live from twitch.tv, and we do have people come in here, friends, family. I do have family that do watch me off of Twitch, so yeah. We're gonna get right into this. So, let's switch scenes. Got the articles up and ready to go. That is not the one I want to show everybody. Not again! No! I didn't want to do that. Well, okay, the viewers kind of got a glimpse of the last article, but that's alright because those aren't the main ones. The main ones are the ones I kind of mentioned, but there are some other ones that will catch people's interests. But it doesn't matter. But the listeners, you guys won't know what I'm showing because I usually upload this as an audio file. Yeah, boy. Okay. Hopefully the music and my mic audio sound quite alright. Let's get into this first article. So, majority of these articles that I usually grab are from comicbook.com, which we are not sponsored by. I just find these articles very resourceful. That's why I'm always pulling them from comicbook.com. Excuse me, not again. I wasn't trying to have that happen during this recording, but it just does. Alright, first article. Warner Brothers Discovery's latest cuts could lead to even more canceled shows and movies, which is very unfortunate because that's honestly what's been going on, especially with like DC stuff. Like they've been cutting a lot of DC. But let's get into this article and just talk a little bit about it. The media landscape is continuing to look a lot different amid the recent merger of Warner Brothers Discovery, which put the powerhouse companies under one roof. Yeah, if you guys recall, Warner Brothers Discovery and Cartoon Network has merged into one company, so Cartoon Network is no longer a company. They are now Warner Brothers Discovery because a lot of the personnel has now converted into Warner Brothers Discovery. To continue off with the sentence I was reading, and with a lot of finances to sort out. Reports have indicated that CEO David Zaslav aims to cut $3 billion from the company's budget over the next few years, and we've already begun to see somewhat of an extent of what that will entail. A new CEC filing sheds light on the company's further plans, particularly in effort to save more money through even more strategic content programming assessments. According to Warner Brothers Discovery's statement, the company plans to get another 2 to 2.5 billion, though content impairment and development write-offs from Q2 of 2022 through Q4 of 2024. While we'll have to wait and see exactly what that entails, it seems to indicate that the company will be cutting or canceling even more movies and shows going forward. That is unfortunate because that's 2 years of stuff getting cut. So everything that they planned on to the fourth quarter of 2024 is more than likely going to get cut. And we've already seen a lot of stuff get cut from the company just due to a lot of the reports already showing and coming through to the media. So it's already happening, which is very unfortunate. We have to stay hydrated, everybody, because if we don't, we will die during this podcast episode. So, I actually want to read this as well because it kind of caught my attention. This will be the last paragraph of this article. As part of its plans to achieve significant cost synergies, in Q3 2022, the company finalized the framework supporting its ongoing restructuring and transformation initiatives, which will include, amongst other things, strategic content programming assessments, organization restructuring, facility consolidation. I can't read. I have slight dyslexia. Consolidation activities and other contract termination costs. Warner Brother Discovery statement reads. Ooh, that's pretty bad. I don't know what to say about that, because the fact that they're making all these budget adjustments just makes it so much more nerve-wracking. Because like, if there's certain projects that they're going to be following through that have been works for a long time and they just get scrapped, it's going to lead away a lot of the fan base. Well, I don't like saying the fan base, but the community of of Warner Brothers, people who are diehard fans for some of these projects and such. Like, it's gonna turn them away, just like me brapping into the microphone. I apologize again. So, why don't we get into this next article, shall we? Oh my goodness! Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania releases ant-sized version of new trailer. So I was like, oh snap, this shit is going to be amazing, because of the trailer that they dropped this week for the new movie Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So let's get into the article. The promotional cycle for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania is officially underway. Monday, Marvel Studios released the first teaser trailer for the project, unveiling Jonathan Majors Kang to the masses for the first time. Now that fans of the Marvel Cinematic Universe have found adequate time to take in the first version of the trailer, the marketing minds at Disney quickly put together another look at the film. The second time around, however, the trailer was made specifically for ants that happen to be scrolling their social media feeds. What is this? A trailer for ants? Yes, it is. The official Ant-Man Twitter account said alongside the hilarious small version of the trailer. Bro, oh my god, they actually do have an ant-size trailer. I wish I could see this right now, but we're not gonna do that. If it starts playing in the background, I'm gonna hear it. You guys probably won't, but I will. That is funny. If you guys could see what I'm looking at, if you guys want to go back to the VOD, go right ahead. You guys can actually see a visual what the video quality looks like, and then there's an ant size, like, actual resolution of the trailer, which I think that's pretty smart. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, honestly. Ooh, next article. Dragon Ball takes over the internet as Goku's actor turns 86. That is awesome, because over the past few years, a lot of actors have been passing away unexpectedly, especially Bulma's voice actor, who did pass away. My apologies, I forgot when she died, but she did pass away very recently, within the past year. So let's get in. Oops, my apologies. Let's get into this next article. Dragon Ball has enjoyed a solid combat this year, and of course, Goku's just as popular now as he has ever been. Thanks to his latest movie, the Saiyan is thriving, and he has more adventures on the way. When Dragon Ball Super brings its manga off hiatus. Despite his age, Goku has only just begun his journey, and now his voice actor is taking over social media in the light of their 86th birthday. Yes, that is right. Masako Nozawa has turned 86 years old. The actress is celebrating their birthday in Japan this week, and netizens are hyping Nozawa as thanks for all the work she's done on Dragon Ball. And thank you Kabak for the posture check. Yes, thank you, because I need to fix my posture as we were talking about this. And thank you for stopping in. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, we like I mentioned, we record this live from twitch.tv, so yeah. Who is Masako Nozawa? If you're not familiar with Nozawa, the actress has a long history of acting. Born in October 1936, Nozawa began acting in 1963 with the TV anime Tetsuwan Atom. She went on to nab her first starring role in Gagage no Kitaro as Kitaro. However, Nozawa is known best for her work on Dragon Ball, being Goku. That is right. Yep, being as Goku. That is very correct. Yeah, because they're very, very famous for that specific role, and very infamous too. When you hear her talk, like you know it's them. Oh, I had to take a big sip. Okay. So, this next article, I was reading part of it while at work, and I'm actually happy that they're finally going to be doing this. New PS5 leak teases imminent Discord chat release. Yeah, so, if you guys didn't know, Xbox finally released Discord voice chat onto their console, which they were probably in the works of that for a while already, and they just had to make sure it was spot on before they even released it for the console. But now PS5, more so Sony, is finally making their tease for releasing on PS5. But this is kind of weird. This is actually this kind of threw me off because it says PS5 and not PS4 PS5. So my apologies, excuse me. I don't know if they're gonna do it for the PS4. So like, we gotta read this, and we gotta see what's going on with the future of the PS4, because it's still a pretty popular console as well. All right, let's get into it. A new leak associated with the PlayStation 5 has seemingly teased that Discord voice chat might finally be coming to the console in the near future. At this point in time, Discord and Sony have already confirmed that voice chat through the popular application will be coming to PS5 at an undetermined date. And while many fans have continued to wonder about when this integration might finally become available, it looks like they shouldn't have to wait much longer. Ooh, really? Oh my gosh. Spotted by data miner Edvieth, if I pronounced it correctly, I probably butchered it. Some recent changes to the Discord app seem to have laid the groundwork for voice chat to begin rolling out soon enough on PS5. While no such launch date for the service on PS5 has yet begun, Discord seems to have now set itself up to allow PlayStation users to sign into their accounts in the app. Once this is done, it will then let people join voice chat on PS5 via Discord itself. Again, though, it's worth stressing that this feature isn't live just yet, which means that users still can't carry out these functions at the time of this writing. Furthermore, this feature is one that won't be available on PS4 consoles. While Discord users can't still tether their accounts with PS4, the app will only display the others what game is currently being played. That's not good. So, I kind of want to look at this Twitter feed because it actually does have a picture. So, it does show that you can join the chat through PS5, but PS4 does not have that feature. And oh my god, excuse me. I'm having just a lot of hiccups while we're doing this episode recording. So I'm gonna drink more water. It doesn't show anything. So to the viewers on Twitch, you guys can see what I'm looking at right now. It doesn't show join voice chat on PS4. So I'm assuming that they're trying to push away from old gen consoles to next gen consoles, but like a lot of people are not available, but not financially stable to do so and buy a PS5, because PS5s are pretty expensive for the physical version, which uses physical discs, which is at MSRP $499, and the digital is at $299. So it's still pretty expensive, and plus, if you got the digital version, you're still going to have to get more equipment for it, like a hard drive, because like I don't recall how much storage a PS5 digital version has, but it's not going to be enough for like 10 games. I already know that for a fact. So like you're going to have to buy a bigger hard drive to save those games on a bigger hard drive, as I'm trying to say here. Yeah, that sucks that they're not making it possible for voice integration on PS4. It's just that it just sucks. It honestly does. I don't know why. It just kind of sucks. My apologies. God damn. Am I freaking burping that much? I probably am. I don't know why. I do this all the time. My apologies, everybody. You know what? I didn't even get a chance to do this as well. I didn't get a chance to add points for all you freaking cuties that are in the, lurking. Oh, what the actual heck? I didn't want to give 150 points. I wanted to give 1,500 points. There you go, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out in not just the stream, but the episode itself, and just listening and just lurking. You know, if you got me on, I really do appreciate it. If you're lurking, that's also great as well. I really do appreciate everybody. This next article hopefully will overcome a lot of the VHS fans. VHS 99 breaks Shudder streaming record. That is right, because when 94 came out, that actually was pretty good. I watched 94. 94 was pretty good. I like 94. 94 actually had a really cool plot story to it as well, which I was not expecting towards the end of it. But I have not gotten a chance to check out 99 yet, because just never been too busy with work. So I never got to actually checking it out. But let's talk about this. I want to talk about this article. Less than a week after it debuted on streaming service Shudder, VHS 99 has already broken a record for the service and has become the most watched film debut for the streamer since its inception. Funnily enough, the record it has broken was previously held by previous entry in the series, VHS 94, which debuted on the streaming service just last fall, leaving some fans wishing the series would get a wider theatrical release. This latest film marks the 5th entry in the franchise, which kicked off back in 2012, and a 6th film in the series has already been announced. Yes, dude, I love the VHS series just due to the fact that it has that point of view, story-based footage, and just some of the short stories in those movies are just really, really good. Especially the first one. The first one was really good. I love the first one. The second one was honestly good as well. But the third one, I was just like, okay. But then when I watched 94 just kind of blew me away. I forgot what happened. I'm gonna have to get back into. I'm gonna have to rewatch it, but 94 was pretty good. But 99, I'm gonna have to watch that now because I haven't gotten a chance to watch 99. I'm not gonna get into the rest of this article just because I want to keep moving along because we still have a handful of articles to read here and for you guys to check out. So so if you guys would like to read the rest of this article, I will have the episode and the I will have the articles in the episode description. My apologies for you guys to individually look up and read for yourselves. So this is one of the main articles I wanted to talk about. Malcolm in the Middle star Frankie Muniz says Bryan Cranston is developing series reboot. That is right, folks. They are in the talks of doing a reboot. Now, exactly when? I don't know. How about we just read it and see when it's going to happen? Oh, excuse me. God. After years of playing one of the most destructive characters in television history, it looks like Bryan Cranston is ready to remind people that he's also one of TV's best on-screen dads. Before Breaking Bad, Cranston starred opposite Frankie Muniz in the sitcom Malcolm in the Middle, playing the patriarchic, I can't freaking read, man, of the Wilkerson family. According to Muniz, not only does Cranston want to revisit the character, he's apparently leading the charge on a Malcolm in the Middle series reboot. Muniz recently spoke with Fox News for his role in VH1's reveal of The Surreal Life, and the topic of Malcolm in the Middle obviously came up. After saying he'd love to know what the Wilkersons are up to, Muniz revealed that Cranston is working on a script for a new version of the show. We did 7 seasons, 151 episodes. I didn't really watch the show when it was on, but I've now since watched the show with my wife. We watched all 151 episodes, Muniz said. I realized, wow, that's what we're making. I can separate myself from being on it and watching it as a fan. I would love to know what the family's up to. I know Bryan Cranston is really into the idea, and he's kind of writing the script and getting everyone rolling, he continued. So there might be something I'd be down 100%. Oh my god. Man, that infamous photo. Jesus Christ. Yeah, honestly, everybody is like older now, so the fact that we would see everybody at their respectful age is gonna be so surreal. But that's what happens. Like, honestly, Bryan Cranston does not look any older than he does now. Just from the films and the series that I've seen him in, like Godzilla 2014, Breaking Bad, he just does not look any older than he does now. So, like, seeing them enter back in as their characters for the series would be amazing to see. So, all right, next article. This one I was kind of going, like, wait a minute, what? But at the same time, I actually didn't start playing the game until that same day after work and started streaming it right away because I was playing the campaign. My apologies if I'm burping a lot. I actually just ate dinner not too long ago, right before we started recording this. So my apologies if you guys are hearing me on the mic just like absolutely blasting it. My apologies. But yeah, I didn't know anything because, well, I was having issues which were actually common for the game itself because it wasn't compatible with the updated drivers for NVIDIA. Which a lot of people actually had this issue, but this was another issue that actually happened with this particular game that we're about to get into for this article. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 hit with server problems on release. So yeah, there is server problems, which I had no idea about this at all. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 has just been released and is already experiencing server problems. Call of Duty is one of the biggest franchises on the planet, and when a new game launches, it's a pop culture event. However, this year isn't just any old Call of Duty, it's a return of a brand that is synonymous with the golden era of the franchise. It shares the name of a game that is responsible for creating a lot of formative gaming memories back in the early days of Xbox Live and PSN. It's potent nostalgia, and it's following up the most successful games in the series via Call of Duty Modern Warfare, so a lot is riding on this. With that said, it's been a lot of anticipation for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and it's looking like it may be backfiring in Nvidia's Ward's face, a blight temporarily. As soon as the game went live worldwide at 12 a.m. Eastern Time on October 28th, the game was hit with server problems and various errors about players needing to purchase the game, amongst other things. On social media, reports began coming in that players were being disconnected while trying to load into multiplayer, and others were being put into dreaded queues. Granted, the queues are estimating relatively short waits time as just a few minutes. However, players began to draw comparisons to the recent launch of Overwatch 2, which prevented players from logging in for hours on end and constant errors. This doesn't appear to be quite as severe as that, though players are experiencing a variety of issues while trying to log in. Similarly, players are also reporting that their skins and other digital in-game items from the game's Vault Edition are not appearing in their inventory. It's unclear how long it will take Infinity Ward to resolve this matter. So yeah, there's been a lot of games, but that is very common for things to happen like that, especially for this game in particularly. Damn, I love water. Just because there's going to be those common problems, but as time goes on, they're going to get those problems fixed. Like, it's any game that is released is not going to be perfect on release date. There's going to be common issues, there's going to be graphics issues, stuff like that, and then there's going to be constant updates. Just like how I was having a lot of driver issues when I was first playing the campaign, and as well as like spiking. The game is not perfect, but it's unfortunate that these issues are coming up very often and causing players to, try to log back in and relaunch the game itself. It's just something that is going to happen, and that we just have to really work with at this point until they get it up to speed and to let players, enjoy the game for what it is. This next article was, I knew when I heard about this, I completely was saddened and pretty discouraged, especially since I do like using this specific social media platform. But yeah, it's happened. Elon Musk takes control of Twitter, reportedly fires key executives. And it's a huge one too. One of the executives was very major, especially to an event that happened with one of the presidents, one of our previous presidents that actually got banned from it. Yep, this was one of the key executives was the one who actually initiated to banning Donald Trump off Twitter. Let's get into this. Elon Musk has taken control of Twitter and reportedly fired a number of key people at the company. Earlier this year, Elon Musk announced his intent to purchase Twitter for over $40 billion, a number many felt was overpaying for the company. However, Musk has deep pockets and made his intent in the company very clear. Shortly after this news, Musk began disparaged Twitter, particularly when it came to monetization and moderation. Eventually, Musk canceled the deal, resulting in a lawsuit from Twitter. After a brief legal dispute, Musk moved to re-enter the deal and take control of Twitter. Now, the day is here and Elon Musk is now in control of Twitter, much to the dismay of his critics. Nevertheless, Musk is now operating as the head of Twitter and has reportedly fired key executives, according to a report from CNN. Amongst the casualties were CEO Parag Agrawal, CFO Ned Segal, and policy head Vijaya Gadde, who was reportedly responsible for key moderation changes, including the ban of President Donald Trump. As of right now, it remains to be seen just what Musk will do to the platform. He's already made general promises of making this platform profitable with more ads, a more lax moderation system, and more. Some fear this could lead to controversial figures such as the aforementioned president making a return to Twitter, though it's unknown if Musk will reinstate any banned accounts. Either way, it's likely Twitter will see some big changes in the coming months as Musk pushes his vision on the company. I don't know why I thought pushes said punished. Don't ask me why. I feel like this is a punish, though, because the fact that he fired all these executives, like, dude, why? Like, why? Especially Vijaya, like, why? Dude, they were the one who made the decision to ban Donald Trump because of what he was doing. Like, dude, like, yeah, like, that man is just dumb. And oh my god, dude, I have a lot of problems with this specific one, because I've had talks about this with my with my friend who lives here with me. He's talked to me about Elon Musk and how he is as a businessman. And not just that, but other stuff too, which includes, like, he's not really that smart. He really isn't. He didn't do a lot for his company Tesla. Like, there's a lot of things that my friend told me and mentioned to me. I just haven't really looked into it to actually, see if it's true or not. But I'm not gonna, not believe my friend, because, like, he's very intellectual. So the fact that that's the case, like, man, I don't know what Twitter's future is going to go beyond this point, since Elon is now the proud owner of Twitter, the CEO. So who knows? Who knows? We should hope for the best, though. I really hated that. All of a sudden, I'm having problems talking. My throat is super parched for some reason. Probably because I drank some tea and it was kind of sweet. So that causes probably some not dehydration, but like just dry. I don't know. I don't know the correct pronunciation or term for it. But alright, let's get into this next article. Another big one. So, Netflix releases new Sonic Prime teaser trailer. This is one of the next articles that I was most interested in, because I was surprised by this, actually, that they were going to do something for Netflix. I don't know if this is a series, but I have gotten zero chances to read this article, but we're going to read it now. Okay, let's get into it. Netflix has released an all-new teaser trailer for Sonic Prime, an animated series set to debut in December. The teaser reveals a look at the show's story, which will see Sonic transported to a brand new world inhabited by different versions of familiar faces. Sonic the Hedgehog fans can look forward to seeing beloved characters like Knuckles, Rogue, Amy, and Miles Tails Prower. But their designs look quite different from what we've seen in the past. The teaser just lasts just over a minute, but it should give fans a lot to discuss in the lead-ups to the show's release. The new teaser trailer for Sonic Prime can be found embedded below. They do look pretty different. Sonic looks the same, but then Knuckles looks different. Tails looks very different too. Amy looks very different. So this has to be the alternate versions of his friends. Now, listeners can't see this, but if you guys want to see it and see the video yourself, I will have the article in the episode description. Viewers can actually see what they kind of look like right here, right now, directly from Twitch. I'm not going to play the video because I don't have any sound. I would have to set up the sound and everything, so yeah, we're not going to do that. But you guys can check this out. Look it up. Look up Sonic Prime. Looks cool. I'm probably gonna check. I'm more than likely gonna check it out. I watch a lot of stuff, honestly, a lot of cool and weird stuff. So, next article. Free gamers out there. Epic Games Store reveals free horror and Warhammer 40,000 games. 2 free games. More specifically, they're going to be available till 11 a.m. on November 3rd. Don't know if that's EST, CST, Pacific Standard Time, Mountain Standard Time. We don't know. It's just 11 a.m. November 3rd. But I want to know what games it is specifically that are free until then. So let's read this article, shall we? Every Thursday, the Epic Games Store updates with new free games to claim. And this week's users can claim 2 different titles. Starting today, which was of October 27th, starting today, users can snag Saturnalia, I don't know what, Saturnalia, which is the horror game, and then Warhammer 40,000 Mechanicus. The 2 games are free through November 3rd at 11 a.m. when the next batch of free games will be made available. Users new to Epic Games Stores should keep in mind that once claimed, these games will be available permanently in the users' libraries. That means there's no rush to complete either of these titles by any sort of deadline. Yep, that is true. These are to claim forever. So, no rush to playing them. You got all the time you can get to play these games because they're yours forever. Warhammer 40k is really popular, so I'm gonna have to check out Mechanicus because I know Warhammer 40k. What was the? I forgot what it's called, but it's the atmosphere and the aesthetics of the game is very similar to Doom. I'm gonna have to buy that and probably play it because that game it's gonna look absolutely fun, which is the next installment of Warhammer 40k. Saturnalia, though, I'm not familiar with it, so I'm gonna have to check that out as well. And they're free. Just get it before 11 a.m. on November 3rd. Do that before it disappears forever. No. Alright, so we're getting to the last article. This was a last-minute article that I pulled out of comicbook.com online. I need to start pulling from different sources just because the other sources are good as well. But I saw this one last minute and had to read this with all of you guys. Power Rangers new Dino Thunder project underway in Japan. That is right. It looks like Dino Thunder is going to come back for 2023, which is... I was not expecting Dino Thunder to be rebooted. Like, it's absolutely incredible. But let's get into this article and give ourselves more insight of this. If you're a fan of Power Rangers, there's no doubt you have a favorite series. The franchise, which first debuted in Japan as Super Sentai, made its big jump to America decades ago with hits like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Since then, other hit series have gone live, and now one of Super Sentai's best is making a comeback after 20 years. So, if you do the math, you can figure out which series we're talking about. Dino Thunder is preparing for a return, and it's pushing ahead to celebrate Bokuryo Sentai Abo Rangers 20th anniversary, which is the Super Sentai series of Dino Thunder. And you can see here 20. So they're rebooting the that specific series, which was honestly baller as hell. Like I loved Dino Thunder. I need to start watching Super Sentais too, honestly, because Super Sentais is way wilder than Power Rangers from what I've been told. Now, what's in store for fans? Earlier this week, a special anniversary event was held to celebrate all things Super Sentai in Japan, and it dropped plenty of updates on fans. One of them had to do with Aba Ranger, as the show will celebrate its 20th anniversary in February 2023. To the hype the event, Toei has ordered a 20th anniversary project that will revive Aba Ranger, so the original Sentai series is eyeing a return. Yep. After 20 years. Yep, I'm surprised it's been that long too. Yeah, it's been 20 years. I keep forgetting that I'm that old too. Well, not that old, but like such a long time ago. But I'm glad to see that the series is going to come back, and as well as since the series is going to come back, they're going to do Dino Thunder. Like Dino Thunder is going to come back too. There's no doubt about it. If Aba Ranger is coming back, that means Dino Thunder is coming back. It's going to be sick, and I don't know how they're going to pull it off. Well, that's all the articles that I have for you today. Now, I appreciate you listening to this episode, and thank you to the live audience that we have here off of twitch.tv. Now, next week's episode is going to be a new episode. I just wanted to kind of give you a climax. You just be like, no. So we'll be doing another episode next week. We'll try to do it regular scheduled time, which I typically do on Fridays. But since I did push this one back, next week's will probably be pushed back a little bit too. Not too far though. We're still sticking on track. It's just a couple days after we typically drop, or not drop, but do these episodes. So hopefully we don't have any problems trying to do next week's episode. I just need to make sure I have the articles ready for you guys. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate everybody listening to this wonderful episode of Barricade Up the Door. I'm your host, Johnny Hernandez, and I hope you have a nice day now. Till then, sayonara. Oh my god, sayonara. I have not said that in a long time. I'm very shocked. Now, I need to see who's live. Because, I'm going to raid out. So, let's see who live. Who live? Wow, there's actually a few people that are online tonight. Few. Quite a few. And you know what? There's one person I see on here that I have not seen in a long time. So let me make sure that they're playing. They're not like doing anything else, and then we'll go and give them a raid. Ads are gonna go off soon? I don't know. But that was a fun episode. That was a really good episode. Oh, here we go. So it is on. Okay, they are live. So they are live. So we're going to go raid a good friend that has been around since the beginning. We're going to go raid Drana. Thank you so much, everybody. I really do really thank all of you guys for hanging out and being here on this live stream, and I hope to see you guys in the next live stream. I did update the schedule this week, so till then, you cuties have a good night. Love you. Chef's kissy. So, good night and peace, guys. Bye.